What is going on, boys? It is me, Jesse, and welcome to the end of season awards here in Bayern Munich for season number 2. So what we will be doing today is giving away awards to certain players this season for their achievements. And if you guys enjoy these type of award ceremonies after every career mode, go ahead and leave a like on the video showing me that you enjoyed it. So without further ado, let's get into the award ceremony. And the first award we'll be giving away is the best first year player. So this player is a player that did the best in his first year with Bayern Munich, and in my opinion, I feel like that is Aaron Martin. The reason is because ever since he joined Bayern Munich as our backup left back, I feel like he did so well, and at one point I feel like he could have been our starting left back. He's very good defensively, his passing isn't that good, but you didn't really need him in those type of situations when he played. He was very good in the back, and I feel like he was the most consistent first year player that we had this season. So Aaron Martin, you get the best first year player award. The second award we'll be giving away is the most improved player, and this is a player that started off the season kind of shaky, not knowing what he was doing, but later on in the season improved and stabilized himself in the first team, and that player is Corentin Tolisso. He came in as our starter at first because he was going to replace Arturo Vidal, and it was a hard transition going from Arturo Vidal and Thiago in midfield to Tolisso and Thiago, but I feel like as time went on, this guy became one of the most important players in our team, and he showed it. He got 4 goals and 7 assists this season, and he did so well in the crucial games, and I feel like he improved so much. He was one of our best players, and I couldn't be more happy with how Tolisso did this season. He was exceptional, one of the best players here in Bayern Munich, so he gets the most improved player award. Now we move on to one of my favorite awards, and that is the best youth player. This award goes to the player that is under the age of 23 and performed the best from all the youth we have, and that player is Leroy Sané. Yes, we had Renato Sanchez, we had Kingsley Coman, but I feel like Leroy Sané was the best youth player we had in our team. When he came back from his injury, he was essential to our starting 11 coming in the Champions League. In the Bundesliga, he assisted, he scored, and he was all around a lethal player. I feel like he was our best youth player. Kingsley Coman comes in second place, very close, because he also had a great season, and he is also one of our best youth players, but I feel like Leroy Sané edged him out, and he was time in and time out getting called up to the starting 11 a lot more than Kingsley Coman. So that award goes to Leroy Sané. Moving on to the Golden Boot Award. This award goes to the player that scored the most goals in our club, and that player was Robert Lewandowski. He scored 26 goals in 50 appearances. Timo Werner got second with 24 goals. And yes, Timo Werner did get the Golden Boot in the Bundesliga, but in our club, the player that scored the most in all competitions was Robert Lewandowski, who scored 26. So he was lethal in front of goal. It didn't matter which competition. He was consistent, and he was a darn good player this season. So he gets the Golden Boot. And yes, the next award is the signing of the season. We signed a lot of players this season. We signed the likes of Jerome Boateng, David Alaba, Shkodran Mustafi, Leroy Sané, Alexis Sanchez, Aaron Martin. The list goes on and on. But out of all the signings, the signing of the season is Shkodran Mustafi. Yes, you heard me right. Shkodran Mustafi. He was one of the best defenders we had in our starting 11 before Boateng came in. He was a rock in defense. At the start of the season, our main objective was to strengthen our defense, and Shkodran Mustafi came from Arsenal. He was the rock we needed, and he paired up with Hummels and Sola perfectly. I loved him in defense, and he actually kept the most clean sheets out of all the defenders we had. He kept 17 clean sheets, so that shows you that he was our best defender, and I feel like if it weren't for him coming in this season, we would have really suffered in defense, and we would have really dropped a lot of points. So signing of the season goes to Shkodran Mustafi. And now it is time for the award all of you have been waiting for, the Goal of the Season award. And this award is going to go to the player that scored the most shocking and the most crazy goal of the season. And we had a lot of contenders. We had the likes of Robert Lewandowski, Timo Werner, James Rodriguez. The list goes on and on, but the goal of the season goes to none other than Joshua Kimmich. Yes, you heard me right. Joshua Kimmich only scored 1 goal this season, but the goal that he scored was one of the craziest goals I ever scored in any career mode, and here is the clip. It's going to be Leroy Sané. What a long cross. And no one gets to it. Now it's going to be Joshua Kimmich. We're going to go for the bang with him. What the hell was that? That is like the greatest goal I've ever scored in this Bayern Munich career mode, and it comes from Philip Lahm Jr., Joshua Kimmich. Dude, that at least has to be 25 yards out, bro. At least 25 yards out, probably more, like 28, close to 30, but bro, I don't know how the hell Joshua Kimmich did that. Dude, it was just a bullet that just, dude, oh my god. And yes, I know that goal was scored against Ingolstadt, but it doesn't matter. The technique, the power, and the accuracy that Kimmich had in that shot was impressive, and that is why he gets goal of the season. And now it is time for the final award of this award ceremony, and this award is going to go to the best player of the season. Who could it be? There are a lot of great players we had this season, but the best player we had overall, hands down, and I think a lot of you will agree, is Timo Werner. Yes, the young German striker is the winner of the best player for season 2, because this guy, every time he played, he scored or assisted, and he honestly was on a whole nother level. When Robert Lewandowski would go cold, Werner would bang in goals left, right, and center. He scored a hat trick. He scored when it mattered. Yes, he didn't score in the Champions League final, but no one could. We had to go to penalties, and he was a crucial part of us getting to the final. That is why he is the best player. But this is the end of the award ceremony. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to slap a like on the video, and if you disagree with me, go ahead and leave your comment down below on who should have won which award. But this is the end of season 2. The award ceremony has finalized. I am Quinkin, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.